Count Arias ascends to the throne, merely 8 years old. He will need to rely on his mother, his regent, Hermesinda, during the first years of his rule. Long live Count Arias, Count of Santiago of House Menendez. May your reign be long and glorious. May your lands grow and the realm prosper. May your people rejoice for their Galician son. G'day folks, Pakira here and welcome to episode 1, season 2 of the Galician Son with Arias Count of Santiago. Well, wow. The death of Hermesinda, I tell you what, it shocked me. I was not expecting that. Obviously caused due to the bore injury. It was sudden and unexpected. And he was just 27 years old, only reigning for 7 years. Young Arias is still a child now, under the regency of his mother. Will she continue the mandate left by her husband and that of Arias, or will she take on her own agenda? Two questions that need to be answered, I guess. Arias is now head of his house, and his younger sisters Elvira and Elo, who sadly never really knew their father, faces many challenges from within and outside his realm. Will he still have the support of his council and vassals, or will they look for signs of weakness and push their own agenda? Vital will be the ongoing support of his father's friend and now Arias' new liege, King Alfonso, as well as that of his grandfather, the Count of Corona. Still heir to these lands, will he have the support of his uncles, or will they now look to stake their own claims in the lands of Santiago? With the heathens still to the south, looking greedily north, ready to pounce, new alliances will need to be formed and existing ones solidified. Will Arias take on these responsibilities, or will he sit idly by playing his childhood games while his mother rules in his stead? Arias Count of Santiago, the Galician Son. Now begins your chapter in the Menendez chronicles. The ink is ready for you to write your epic. Right, shocking developments as we certainly saw there at the end of last episode, and just a little bit of a recap here at the beginning of this episode. Welcome to effectively season 2, episode 1 with Arias. 8 years old, so still got 8 years before he can take the reins himself of, well, it's a bit more than just the county of Santiago. So he's the Count of Santiago and Porto. So there's a lot of things we need to look at in detail. We'll try not to spend too much time with them. Let's have a look. I think our council positions here. We do need a new chancellor. Our vassals' opinion, as we did notice before, weren't the best. So let's see if we can get a chancellor in who's a decent steward chancellorship. Now I do have a vassal here, Major Roy. He does not like us because, well, he wants a seat. So straight away we're going to smash that minus 40 out the way by bringing him on there. And I think we will do that. So we'll bring him in. So that's given him a little bit more favourable position. Unfortunately, we can't sway because we are only 8. We need to be at least 12 years old for that. We're going to keep this guy on the money just because we need money. Now, I did look at Nuno here. He doesn't like us that much. I think most of that penalty comes from the short reign penalty. And I was looking at replacing him with my other vassal, Baron Hermesinda. I just don't think with that massive penalty, putting on the council will make a huge difference. So, and I think Nuno's is somewhat more loyal, right? He's the master of the hunt. He was pretty loyal to my father. So I think we'll leave him there in terms of probably somewhat more loyalty compared to the other vassal, which could cause trouble. It's not even like we have gold to throw. I'm going to get my spy master to find out what she can in my court, see if there's any plots and deceptions that have started afoot. since obviously my father's passing. And unfortunately we don't have the endorsement of the church, and there's nothing I can do about that at all. We're in a bit of a sticky wicket situation here. Looking at Mum, she is again like she's self-interested. The mandate is to swell the armies. We'll leave. I think we're going to change it to fill coffers, and hopefully we can continue that. But again, we don't know how the regency is going to be. We've got 12 years and 8 years before we can remove that regency and rule in our own right. So we have a quick look here. Again, we are not endorsed. We could declare wars. I think declaring wars now will be a bit stupid. We can negotiate these alliances. So we are going to... So we'll do my grandfather. I think that's important. And we will do also my other grandfather. So get those online here. We'll come back to him. What wars? Okay, yeah, nah. Okay, we are in line 5th. Yep. We're not going to marry off our sisters just yet. And some children regards. Let's also just have a look here at my... self, because unfortunately my father was our guardian. I don't know if we can appoint a guardian. We can now. I did have a set of stewardship here. I'm gonna go for the same one. I'm gonna trust in my steward. Doesn't have very good learning, but I'm going to trust in my steward. He's a craven, so I'm gonna make gonna look into, hopefully that is something that will stop him from trying anything. Okay, we can now unpause. Oh boy, I tell you what, I never expected Hermes to die like so suddenly. Okay, so we've reaffirmed our alliances with our grandfathers there. Yeah, county control is low. It's going to take 6 years, so that's going to affect our obviously income here. There's a few things affecting our income. Nice, we've got a guess. We can't do anything with that situation. How can we solve our money situation? Taxes, expenses to court positions. Okay, we need to get rid of some people. Master of... Okay, my heir is my sister. Let's have a look at her. There is no end in the opinions of once of my sister Elvira. Half of the time she's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. She's become a bit of a bossy boots. Good on you, sister. Let's have a look and push her towards martial education. I know as female character she can't really do anything in terms of council, but I think it could come as maybe an important backup situation. Of course, and now we have a rabble of peasants against us. Conversions are going ahead, and thankfully the faction has now been disbanded. So I do think we need a court tutor and a physician. I'm going to annoy the master of the hunt. I will not be going on the hunt now for at least 10 years. So I am going to fire Nuno. Okay, my spy master says she can't find anything. That's fine. We are going to, unfortunately, it's going to cost us 30 opinion. It's going to save us a little bit of money. Now, of course, he does not like us, but he's still a lot better than the guy, our vassal. We should hopefully now, I'm hoping that income at the end of the month will tick over a little bit better, because we're not spending as much on court positions. We are losing 0.6. I didn't see what it was. Unraised men of arms. I think we are still, yes, we are still leveling up there in our levies. So once that finishes, it should. We have managed to come down to a 0 here. We might just squeak in a little bit of money sooner or later. So yeah, thanks, Mum. Oh, lovely. As well, I think she spent her own there. So hey, let me know down below your thoughts on the death of Hermes. What it's going to do, I don't know how we'll work this out. I think it might have an impact on Arias here in terms of hunts. His father had a successful hunt, but he lost his eye to the boar, and soon after, because of well, complications you could say from that injury, all caused by the boar, that, well, the passing, his father suddenly died, and he is now finding himself at 8 years old under the regency of his mother in a situation that, that even his father didn't expect would happen. So we can only hope and see. He's doing okay, and the levies seem to be good. So we are now making and losing nothing. So we are stuck at -1 for a little bit. We'll go through. The regency could be a fun opportunity. I can't even afford to go on a play date. But I've played together with Osorio a lot lately. The other day he even let me borrow his favourite wooden horse. We really get along and we are having so much fun. He always knows exactly what we should do when we meet, and I am never bored when I am with him. My uncle, Osorio Gutierrez, lovely. Now I remember when we first started as Hermes, I was looking at this and wondering if we could form a friendship between our son at the time and my brother, and we've managed to do it, but obviously it's Arias. I'm so happy we know each other. Yes, we have become friends. I'm going to pin you because you are my mate now. I'm going to have some play dates if we can. Although I don't think we have, like I said, we can't because we don't even have a 10 measly gold. But I could petition our liege, but I'm 8 years old and it probably wouldn't make sense. Thankfully, he likes me. A lot of that is because he was the friend of my father. But hopefully that will help. I've discovered that, Baron Herximildo's inherited contract obliges him to more than we have collected. Alright, he's not going to like me anymore, but we need all the cash we can get, so thanks for that, buddy. You want your wooden warrior, do you? Then go get it. Miriam shouts, throwing the little girl's wooden warrior deep into the dark, gloomy cave. The little girl starts crying uncontrollable. Now it'll keep the spiders and snakes company. It's lost forever, Marion exclaims, laughing. How can Miriam be so mean to that poor girl? The cave is full of creepy crawlies, but I must do something. Okay, folks, we've got 3 options here in front of us, and you know what I'm going to do? We know what happens. It'll give us a trait. I think it's only fair that we roll for this. So we're going to get the random dice out, and we're going to roll. Let's see what we get up. Okay, we get a 6 on the roll there. So that's going to make me furious, and I'll beat the living snot out of you, fella. We're going to gain wrathful. Sorry, Miriam. Your random chances. I mean, obviously I would probably would have selected brave if it was myself, but we've got to leave those to chance, I feel, especially because there was no impact. So we are now going, curious. Well, that's only going to stay in as a kid, but we are wrathful. So diplomacy takes a hit. Now martial goes up by 3, and obviously intrigue goes down, which is fine for those two. Natural dread goes up, so hopefully that'll help. The glory hound vassals will like us a little bit more, but courtly and parochial vassals we're like, nah. And gives us something. So we need to see courtly and parochial. Let's have a quick look at our vassals here. Okay, so luckily we've got nothing. We got minor landholders. Now, one thing I did is I changed my mother to, after many unsuccessful attempts, to promote authority, because it's kind of what her aptitude is best suited for. So we're going to leave her that for a while and see how we go, as we have just entered into 876. As I look upon a young pantler walking by, sweaty with labour but a blush of her cheeks, I am entranced. What is this feeling? This longing? Oh, girls are so fascinating. I know she is only a commoner, but oh, my heart. How old is she? Oh, okay, she's 10. She looks like she's 110. Okay, so... Well, yes, I am heterosexual and I have a crush. Well, let's see what the randomer says on this, folks. We are thinking the girls are just simply fascinating. I agree. Okay, let's get on with it. We'll see you back shortly. News has just come in from my spy master. He doesn't know yet, but he's going to keep looking that someone is trying to kill my courtier, Guillemere. Interesting. We've got to stop this villain who's behind this. Okay, so my sister, Elo, is now aged 3 years old, and she now is... Boy, time is flowing by. We now need to have a look at her focus. There. She's rowdy, but I think what we'll do is we'll make her into a nice little intrigue character there, and we'll go from there. Greetings, my liege. I have been hosting your Chancellor, Major Roy, for several weeks, and he has helped me truly see the splendour of the realm under your rule. I am nothing less than honoured to serve as your vassal. Signed, Mayor Nuno of Braga. I am blessed to have such grateful servants. That's great. So he gains a 30 opinion of me, and we are good to go there. We're back on some sort of track. Gold wise, well, we're still at 0, but we're making two cents, if you like, a month. We're on target to make a fortune. Okay, so I've come to the age where I can be betrothed. I am now 11 years old. I'm not too sure if I want to look at betrothal for now. I might do it for an alliance in a temporary measure. See what we can get. It will just obviously give me a little bit more comfort, I guess you could say, at home. So we've got 16-year-old here from, I don't know where she is, but she is Octavian. We've also got some older ladies. Earldom of Ormond. I think I'm going to wait. We're only 11. I'm going to hold fire on this. Yeah. We can be betrothed. I think my mother's probably pushed out the gender there. Letting me know that, son, there's, you're now at an age. We need to start looking at securing things for the future. But I've got a little bit more about me now, as I am 11. And I have rejected that for now. We will revisit later on when I'm a little bit older, mother. Grave news. Alliance has expired. We've got on Ramirez, my grandfather. He's passed on. Died from a seizure. Who is in charge of Astoria? It is my uncle, Bermundo, and we cannot get an alliance with him anymore. Maybe when he has some children, we might be able to do something there. Because well, we're not too far. This is opinion of me, and he's a bit ambitious, so we may need to keep a wary eye on that. Unfortunately, that just weaken our potential military might, if you like. We will keep an eye on them and see if we cannot arrange something a bit later on through some marriages. My mother has managed to further my new mandate, which has helped. Every councillor has gained 30 opinion of me, so thank you, mother. Okay, but it has swung the scales a little bit. However, she has not expended anything to swing the scales herself directly. So far she's being a very she's being a dutiful mother, which I do appreciate. Finally, we're in. All the weapons of the armory within our grasp. Oh, what fun. Take that, all you smelly, stupid adults trying to keep us out. Look, I found a hammer, my compatriot Marquesa explains, raising the weapon. As I reach for a sword, I hear a loud, "Oi!" behind me. Marquesa has hurt herself, and there's blood. What should I do? Oh, it's the 100-year-old 10-year-old. Well, let's have a look here. This is another trait. I think we need to stick with what we've done and do the random roll-a-poly. So we can either get ourselves honest, arbitrary, or impatient. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. Let me know. I'd like you to have your comments down below in regards to this. If we ever find ourselves in a situation with a young, basically a child ruler. We get to choose our own traits. Would you like me to continue the random roll for these, or should I just choose what I feel is best for this character? I think that we probably should be doing that. He is an irrational gambler personality, so he's somewhat bold. He's more likely to declare war close to their strength, accept and propose duels. Is very much similar there to his father. Actually very similar there. He's somewhat irrational, is more likely to perform tyrannical actions, however. Get into inopportune wars and gain offensive war opinion. Occasionally unpredictable and tend to get into trouble. He is a warlike as well. So they will save gold for war before investing. So that's very similar to his father in terms of the warlike, but he's slightly a bit more tyrannical in terms of his main personality there. So we are going to roll for this one, but yeah, let me know down below. I may just, in future this happens, I may look at just doing what I feel works best based on the personality. So let's have a roll and see what happens. So we rolled a 1. So that means we are going to, well, we must admit what we have done. We must do it right now. So that gives us the honest trait, which is nice. That's a virtue. Gives us 2 diplomacy. Takes up our intrigue further, but that's fine. And definitely improves vassals' opinion. But we don't have any major vassals at the moment. So that's pretty good there. We're happy with that. My vassal, Baron Hermexildol, has proven himself highly capable, especially in discreet matters. There are some projects I would like to undertake in the county of Porto Malige with your blessing. Alright, let's see what he wants to do. Take the reins. The vassals shouldn't be acting or taking such liberties. I am now still 11 years old. We are not 12 until October. Well, we encourage improvements. That's going to help. I can't afford to spend any more prestige. We are in the negatives. He doesn't like me very much. This does help the opinion of him towards me. I'm going to say, look, no, we're going to take it. We're going to take the opportunity there. Now we do have some guardians to assign to my younger sister here, Elvira. So she is going. Oh, we've put her into a military focus. We can have her study language. So let's get her studying French language there as well. I don't think we can actually set up a guardianship because we are a child ourselves. Interesting. Okay, so we'll do that. We can't do that. Can I myself study a language? No, I cannot. Okay. And we have a dynasty legacy. So this is our first dynasty legacy. Really not sure where we're going to go with this, to be frank with you. Don't think activities and customs, curiosity and understanding. We are going to be pushing hopefully south, and there's going to be a lot of different cultures, customs. I think this may help with the tolerance. It may help with a little bit for things for now. Yeah, mostly fear. We could go for the warriors. We have certainly helps our prowess and the knight effectiveness. Activities could be okay. I think we might go towards our language scholars on this one, actually. Let me know your thoughts down below, folks. And we can, again, we've got that one here. Now, it looks like my uncle-in-law will accept. They will both accept now. Okay, so let's have a look here. What's happened in here? My uncle, Count of Astorga, so he will accept. And now we have Count. Okay, so we got an alliance potential up here. Oh yes, my aunt. She's married to my aunt, so we will take that. It's only 700 troops, so it's definitely going to help. We will definitely take those alliances. Very good. Now, when we turn 12, we will be able to start swaying. I was going to look at starting to sway to get the alliances for Astorga back, but we have no need to do that now. Okay, so the scales of power have swung. My mother has swung those powers a bit more towards herself as we get uncles there. So let's have a look at the scales of power. She's only a level 2, so we should be okay here now as we approach our 12th birthday, which is a milestone. Gives us 4 more years until we take control ourselves. We have made 4 gold. We have 4 gold in the bank. We're making 0.07 a month. We're getting there. Apparently, Duke Bernard, I've been told, and of Toulouse has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Carthism. Oh, interesting. Twisted mockery of faith have you done. What we will do when we are able to, we are going to start swaying our bishop. Just believe that it's going to be important if we can try and get this church on our side. We're not anything towards, piety. We're not zealous at all. But I think it's just important to get them on side for, obviously for levies and tax purposes. It's all going to definitely help things here. We are now 12 years old, and we are going to make it a start, and we're going to sway. Hang on. I think he might already like me. He does. Okay, so we're going to sway Nuno here for a little bit more, just because he is our marshal. Might help a little bit there. My chancellor messed up with some vassals, and it's costing us more prestige. We are tanked in prestige, which is not good at all. Now, one thing I would like to do, hopefully before we come of age, is we've got two gold shorts, probably a couple of spending 10 gold and going on our peers, meeting our peers, a meet peers activity. So we can try and get that done shortly, hopefully. 1 more month away. Well, probably 2 more months. Depends on how the 0.07s have jumped up. So what we'll do is probably wait until maybe October of this year, actually, my 13th birthday, and then we'll look at going on I was going to say a peer hunt. We'll be back then. My courtier, Visclavia, is getting on my nerves. She is always the good one, preaching about one virtue after another. Her constant lectures are having the opposite effect on me. I've taken to following her around, criticizing her every move as loudly as possible. That will teach you for being so annoying. The next time we meet, I will try to be nice. She's a bit of a fool. Again, I'm just looking at our personality here. We're somewhat honourable, so we do have some honour. Okay, so we've changed now to a bit more honourable, which is good. Our personality has actually changed to honourable gambler, so I did wonder if that would change with age. So that is, let's have a look at the new personality. Now, of course, it'll be changing as we go along, if I can get this to hold for a bit. So, yep, somewhat bold and more likely to declare war. That's still the same. It's pretty much the same as my father, though. But, yeah, we're somewhat honourable now, and we can be trusted more than most to keep secrets, follow laws, do their job as a regent, and honour commitments such as alliances. We are unlikely to blackmail or start hostile schemes or be agents. So, with that in mind, I think we'll, you know what? I think we try to be nice to her the next time. I'm wrathful, so we will get stressed, but I'm a bit of an honourable, she becomes my victim. I lose stress that I don't have. I'm vengeful, aren't I? I'm wrathful. Just quick to anger and fury. I'll teach her for being so annoying. So I'll be back around October if there's nothing else happening. And we'll go on a little peer visit, shall we? Maybe we'll take our bully boy victim with us. Oh, this character. I'd love your feedback, folks. This episode may be a little bit all over. I'm just, I kind of had Hermes mapped out a little bit. Alright, folks, that's close enough. We're in July. We've got 14 gold, 15 now. Let's go and put ourselves onto meeting our peers. We are going to do it at home in Santiago. How many guests do we have here? So we got my sisters, my mate, and some other fella. He's unlikely to come though. So they're the only ones that we can invite that are in range. So that's okay. Yep, it's pretty much going to be my mate and my couple of, well, not my mate, my uncle effectively, and very close family peer meeting. So let's start that. Everyone is here. As all the small lords and ladies are ushered into the room, I feel myself grow giddier and giddier. I am thrilled that my uncle Osorio could make it. Welcome, guys. I thought my sister Elo and the peasant boy were merely pretending to fight, but suddenly there is a blood in the dirt. Elo hits the ground with a grunt, and the peasant standing above her moves to attack again. Are you serious? Hell no. No, I'm gonna kick his ass. While still children, you saved Elo from being beaten by a group of rowdy youths. Damn right we did. I'm not gonna stand by and let my sister be bullied. If anyone's gonna bully my sister, it's gonna be me. My sister and now friend Elo approaches me with a heap of fabric in her arms. As she dumps it on the floor in front, I realise that it's a heap of clothing for adults. Let's play house together. Only every appearance? No, that's silly. Let's play chess. Go on then. Only every appearance. Why not? Play dress up and pretend. Listen to my words, children. Today I will tell you about God, heaven, hell, and even Satan himself. Flame exclaims, fervour burning in his eyes. Me and the other children, spellbound by Flame's sermon, who knew that the scriptures could be so fascinating. As the sermon ends, I have to tell Flame my thoughts. Alright, so we've got 3 more here to choose from. Again, I think we'll look... I will roll the dice, but I'm going to make the final decision based on what I feel his personality traits are. So far he's very honest, but he's wrathful. And again, he's an honourable gambler. So 1 came up, so my belief in God will never falter. We become zealous. Okay. Interesting. I sneak up behind my sister Elvira and my uncle Osorio with my hands full of snow, and just as Elvira is about to turn around, I pounce. She shrieks but quickly retaliates. Before long I am on the retreat and she is coming at me full pelt with a huge snowball in her hands. I will not back down. Please spare me. It was Osorio, not me. No, I'm not backing down here. I gained show and bravery. Gives me 10 of vassal opinion. It was good to forget all the responsibilities for a while and spend time with other children, but I'm told I have to return to my duties now. Aww. We had so much fun together. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Until next time. Cool. Well, it looks like Ela enjoyed herself. We look all happy. So I get 150 prestige, so I needed that. And every guest has given me, gained 20 opinion on me for 10 years. So that's excellent. Nice little events, those. Again, we're being prompted here. We can declare war. I am going to look at this. I don't think we can declare war at the age we are. For my claims, yeah, we can't declare war. I'm going to lose a level. We can actually, 188, but we can't. I mean, I'm in the negative already. So it's just, yeah, we're going to wait until we can do that. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think we will leave it here. It's been a bit of a longer episode today. Covered what we needed to cover in terms of the loss of my father. And, well, you know, so we needed to save some money. We are now in a situation we're finding ourselves making 1.1 gold a month, which has certainly helped. We've just had a peer retreat, if you like, with my sisters and my best friend and uncle, Osorio. And that went really good. Had a great time. And I think so far, so good. We've gained a few traits. So we've become wrathful, honest, and we've recently become zealous as well. So it's looking, our stats are looking not too bad. We are, decent diplomacy, martial, and stewardship, and a little bit of learning here, and some good prowess so far as we are 13 years old. We will turn 14 in this new coming year. Let me know down below, folks, what you thought of that episode. Might have been a bit all over the place, and I probably wasn't overly roleplay. Just like I said, trying to adjust and adapt to playing as a new character so soon, but also this, taking over as an 8-year-old and just going through. And again, let me know your opinions on the dice roll for those traits. Should I continue to use the dice rolls as I did, or would you rather me just kind of select what I feel is best for the character? It's hard because I did notice and I did wonder about this the other day, and it's quite good to see that the personality does change, because I know the first time we looked at his personality, it had changed. At least I think it had. So yeah, look, thank you all guys for your ongoing support. I am still recording this in advance, so episode 1 has yet to come out at time of recording this, but I will not get too much further ahead. I'm just trying to get to a little bit of a head start there, because I am starting a new job and things in about 2 weeks tomorrow, so it just gives me a little bit of time in the bag, sort of thing. But I've got one more episode I think I will record beforehand, and then we will wait and see until everything goes live anyway. But thank you very much for watching me. I hope you've enjoyed this season 2 episode 1, maybe chapters might be what we call them, of the Galician Son with Arias Santiago. Till next time, I am Pakira as always. Take care of yourselves and each other. Kia kaha.